Hello, Tiffin. This is Tiffin Talk. Again, not sure what episode we're on because we're just having so much fun all the time. On today's episode, didn't even introduce ourselves. I'm Mayor Tim Kasparek. With me,
I'm Mayor Pro Tem Councilmember Tim Orris.
MPT is in the house.
Woo in the house.
Along with us today, we have official titles here. Deputy City Clerk Bri Wilkerson and Assistant City Manager Ashley Platz. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Ashley, is this your first time on?
It is.
Okay,
yes.
so I ask simply because obviously if you're a regular listener, which all 15 of our people are,
Yes.
you've heard us talk about producer Ashley.
Yeah.
And now she's in the studio.
This is her.
kinda
She is
weird.
in the house.
I don't know how to feel about it right now.
It's a big deal.
It is
You guys are
All I know is the mayor's sitting up really straight and he's behaving himself. So apparently she's got a lot of pull.
So the reason, and I know I introduced them with their official titles, but the reason they're here is not necessarily because of their official titles, but more so because of their unofficial titles, which is Fun Committee.
Yep. It's kind of duties as assigned kind of thing. So
Yeah.
they do literally anything and everything that no one else can do.
Correct. So we could probably continue to murder that segue, or we could just ask them what it is.
That's probably the best way. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause,
so- Yeah. So who wants to go first?
Well, we unofficially called ourselves the Party People.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
it
I like
also
that.
includes our rec director, Grant Weber, and our library director, Liz Peterson.
Awesome.
So there's the four of you are the party people.
Of
Yes.
course.
Oh, okay.
And tell
What a
us
party.
how the party people came together, why it came together, those sorts of things.
Well, I would say Bri was our party people. And since coming on, I've noticed the growth in town and the community's need for community. And we feel that this should be something that we should take on as a city to reach out to the community. Last year, it was really highlighted when we did our special census, and we tried to reach out to residents at all different types of events, whether it was at the local football games, the Halloween hike, holiday hoopla, all those things. And this year was the year that we wanted to really kind of dive into it instead of just helping those community partners that would put on those events.
Yeah. A little plug here. I think Bri deserves a round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm guessing most people don't know that Bri has been a large driving force behind previous years' RecFest efforts.
Yes.
Obviously you've had help and assistance,
yes.
but you really have carried the burden of that almost single-handedly. So thank
Right.
you for that. And it wasn't an easy task, and you're iterating and trying to figure things out all the time. So
Well, Mary, if you've been to a city event, you've seen Bri, whether you know it or not. She is
Correct.
always there. She's usually the one riding the gator around, taking stuff where it needs to be, or making sure people are doing what they need to do. So yeah, she's been as you say, a driving force for Tiffin for a long time.
I
And
think
as young
that-
as she is, I can't believe she's been there that long.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, when I had left Tiffin, you had just started, and you had came to me just to discuss potentially doing a national night out.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how all this kind of started, because Tiffin Fest or Creek Fest or whatever the name was get kind of disbanded. And she had said, why don't we do this? Let's do this. And that's kind of where Tiffin Fest or RecFest is kind of blown up. So if it wasn't for Bri taking on these duties, it would be really difficult for the city to do what we're doing today.
Yeah.
So,
And I think another important thing is we talk about this all the time, and obviously we've been interviewing a lot of staff. However, what people don't know is the fact that it's a small team here at City Hall.
Very small.
And we don't have just a bunch of extra resources sitting around trying to do Tiffin RecFest. We're piling those onto existing duties and trying to do them in free time and extra time and
Right.
time at night. So Bri, with that backstory about you in particular and how instrumental you've been, why have you enjoyed doing those things? I know it's not something that was put on you. You stepped up and said, I want to do this. So what is it about those sorts of activities that you really enjoy and maybe take fulfillment from?
You know, I grew up in a small town in southeast Iowa, and there was always a Columbus Day event that we all look forward to. Neighboring community always had a 4th of July celebration that, of course, everyone always looked forward to. And I was looking for something like that for Tiffin. Not only do I work here, I also live here, and I take pride in both. And I really just wanted something for residents and the neighboring communities to look forward to come to Tiffin and celebrate.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I lost my train of thought, but
And then you pointed at me, and I'm going, wait.
I was going to try and put you on the spot to carry the burden for a hot second. Okay, so we have the new party people. What are we looking to do? What does I imagine there's some activities coming up this summer, or I know there's some things coming up this summer. How do you guys want to talk about it?
So yeah, our first event is coming up on June 11th, and it's going to take place at Park Place City Center, which is the green space right in between the
New York
and
Ventnor.
And Ventnor. Thank you. That's where we had RecFest last year, and we're going to continue, hopefully, partnering with the Andersons and doing that. It's a great space. But on the 11th, we are going to have Mike Ryan, local resident, former council member. He is going to be playing music. He's a guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have yard games. There'll be a couple food trucks. There'll be a beverage option for adults. And just looking for a place for the community to get together, relax, meet new friends, unwind. And then July 18th, we will be having our next event at City Park to celebrate Parks and Rec Month. We'll be having an ice cream social, a Nerf gun battle. Grant's pretty excited about that one. Pretty stoked. Talking about all the Nerf guns and supplies he got for that.
He does get a sparkle in his eye when he talks about that, doesn't he?
Yes. But yeah, we'll also have a movie at dusk that evening. There will also be the yard games again, food trucks, of course, the free ice cream social for Park and Recs Month. And then July 24th, we are partnering with Liz at the library, and we are going to have polka music and bingo at Deerview Park.
Oh, wow.
Polka in the park.
That's right up your alley.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you betcha. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be fun.
You know, we did another session of Tiffin Talk with the city administrator. And one of the questions was, how do you manage growth and still keep the community atmosphere? I think he didn't tell us anything about this. This is how you keep the community atmosphere. And that's what I heard you say. The community can come. They can do this. They can do this. There's free ice cream. That, to me, that's part of keeping community in Tiffin, is these
Definitely.
events that the party people get going, organize, and put out there. And the more people that show up, the more community event there is.
Yeah.
You know?
And all these events are free.
Yes.
And RecFest is still free. You talked about it, mentioned it. What are we calling that area between the location up at Park Place? Does it have a name?
Technically, I think it's Park Place City Center, like the whole area
It is.
itself.
Okay. I do think that that's a fantastic space for us. I think RecFest was amazing last year.
That was a lot of fun.
It keeps everything right there. That grass area is so much bigger than you think it is when you're just looking at it. But yeah, I know we've talked. I'd like to see us do like a tree lighting thing. Would be really cool.
We've talked about that.
I think that would be amazing.
You just want to give another speech and flip the switch.
I will gladly let you do any of the speeches.
I don't know if you want that, so.
You're right. What about Tell us more about the parties in the park. What can residents expect? I know you covered a lot of it, but just overall, anything else?
Well, I mean, I guess what they can expect is to come to a park, whichever one you get to go to. Hopefully, you go to all of them. But we really are hoping that everybody can, feel comfortable, meet their neighbors, meet other people amongst their community, and kind of get to know everybody. And, it kind of takes that scary out when you get to know your neighbors, and you might need something. And if you've already met them, you're easier just to go down and say, hey, can I use this? Our power went out. Need some help or something. And I think that is what builds community, is getting people out of our structures and into the neighborhoods and into the blocks and meeting your people. So this is what we hope to kind of gauge from it, is, getting people out there to see what a great community that we have and all these wonderful amenities within these pocket parks, and kind of have some fun with it.
Well, and speaking about RecFest, you have so many different activities for so many different age levels, and so it's you kind of cover the gamut of, here's for the teens that want to shoot baskets, or it being a basketball contest, and you have over here something for the smaller children and stuff, and the adults just there's events for them. They had the music last year, I believe, so. I got involved in the watermelon eating contest and failed miserably, but it was fun to do, and it was fun to be part of it.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Who participated in that? The watermelon? You did?
Councilman Schnedler and I did.
Oh, I guess I do remember that.
Yeah.
We were probably too busy up in the fire truck out here.
Exactly.
I might have been up at the fire truck at that time. Listen, if people are giving free fire truck rides, I can't turn that down.
Don't blame you.
Okay, good. So you had stuff for the big kids too. So
All kids of all ages.
I want to get into a little bit more about, community events and just why those matter. And I think everyone in this group has talked about this quite a bit individually and also as small groups, and we've done it here too, is just how important the community events are. And I think we've talked about it in other episodes of the podcast in terms of just, I do think that back to the idea of the small community feel while we continue to grow, these are so important for all the reasons we've already talked about. But reiterate again about why, like when you guys talk about it as a group, why are these things so important to the community?
It just brings people together. Like Ashley had mentioned, there are people on your street that you've probably never met before. You may recognize them when you're at one of these events, and it may open to a new friendship, or, who knows. Like I said, coming from a small community and having these events that I have memories from that I'll never forget, the parades, the fireworks, hanging out with my friends, and the street dances, and just really want that for our community members.
But and what I've experienced, at least with RecFest and some of theirs, is you can but you can also come and you don't feel, it's not like when you go to a conference, think, okay, now everybody's going to stand up and pick a partner, and you're going, oh, no, I got to, you can just come and float around and be part of the community. And like I said, there's really no pressure involved to be involved with anybody. Just come and enjoy what's out there. And if you happen to make a friend, or you happen to see a friend, that's just even better.
Yeah. No, I think you said it. It's about the small moments that really matter. Like meeting your neighbor, talking to somebody new, your kids playing together. Those are the things that build a sense of belonging over time.
Right.
And we're just excited to be able to bring that to the community.
Tell me again, because I have a question to follow on to this. Tell me again about, you mentioned Mike Ryan playing some music. What else is going to be there that night?
So on June 11th, we'll have a bunch of yard games set up for people to just play at their will. Possibly bounce houses. We'll have to see.
Okay.
Got to talk budget, figure things out first.
The reason I asked my specific question, not me personally, MPT was telling me, he slid a note across the table here, told me to ask. So is this the type of an event perhaps an adult could bring, say, a small cooler to and partake in an adult beverage?
Well, that option will be there, actually.
It will be there.
Yes.
Okay, to purchase.
Yes.
Fantastic. I mean, for MPT, fantastic.
Okay.
Well, I just asked the tough question.
Did anyone hear paper slide across the table? Yes. We have sensitive mics on.
It's the noise canceling that.
I think anything done with responsibly is totally fine.
Like I said, I know that there may be some people in the community that might want to pull up a chair, listen to some good music, and have an adult beverage.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that option's available.
Yeah, and that's good. And you know, that's just another aspect. Like I said, done responsibly. That's fantastic, and that's another piece of the puzzle that you guys, the party people, kind of put in there to make sure they cover as many community members as they can, I believe. So
Yes.
Now, we talked about the party people committee consisting of the four of you, correct? And I know you all have full-time jobs.
Yes.
So do you have enough help? Are you getting enough help? Are there things in the community that perhaps we could use some volunteers on?
Always use volunteers.
Yes, always.
We can always use volunteers.
And so how do they volunteer? Who do they talk to? You?
Yep, just reach out to Bri or myself, Ashley, at aplatz at tiffin-iowa.org. And we can find out what you're interested in helping out with, and we can find something for you.
And they don't make the work hard. It's fun. They say, you know, and I didn't realize I volunteered once, but I did, and I was a little scared of what was going on, but I had a great time. It was up at RecFest, and it was a lot of fun.
I think I voluntold you.
Yeah.
What?
I think I voluntold.
Voluntold was kind of the way I think
Yep.
that ended up being.
Yeah.
And I was not going to argue with Bri, so I was like, yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, that sounds fun. And I'm going, I think I just volunteered for something there.
Well, and
And my wife said, good luck with that.
the thing that I like about that, I would love to see us be able to get more volunteers out to help. And I think a big part of that is just, I kind of think of it as similar to council.
Right.
The council should represent a cross-section of the entire community to represent the voices of the entire community.
Yes.
The only way we can do that in these instances, to some regard, is to have new blood, new ideas, new thoughts. As we were talking about, you know, Bri kind of bearing the responsibility of previous RecFests, Bri only has so many ideas. And I know we've had conversations where you're like, what else could we be doing? Or you have ideas, and are these good ideas? You know, those sorts of things. There's a lot of pressure with that to do it on your own. Some vulnerability there as well in terms of just being like, are people going to like this? And so I think the more community input that we can get, and obviously help and hands and voices are all extremely helpful. So can't plug that enough.
And it doesn't matter what you're proficient at or good at. You know, if you're good at building sets or whatever, you know, putting things together, I'm sure they're not going to make you give out ice cream or be on the stage and announce things. So it's not that you're volunteering for something that's high profile. It could be, you know, behind the scenes, and they need volunteers for just about anything, you know.
Always.
Except for driving Bri's gator, she does that by herself. Don't even think you're going to go there.
We have more than one.
Okay.
She just got tired of listening to you scream in the passenger seat.
You ought to see driving. We get from point A to point B really fast.
All right, fun.
I would also like throw in there, you know, if not that you wouldn't feel comfortable with them, my email address is always out there. Reach out to me and just say, hey, listen, I heard your podcast and I'd like to volunteer, and I'll get you hooked up and with whoever you need to talk to, because Lord knows I'm just a volunteer. I'm not an organizer, but I know two very good organizers that are sitting right here that will take care of what you need. So
You just made me think of something else. Not to mention, and I think, Tim, you and I talk about this quite a bit, is just the level of fulfillment and connection that you get from helping your community or being involved with your community. It's one thing to go, it's another thing to help. And I feel like I know from just my experience in the short couple of years, it's just a different thing when you can get involved and feel that connection. So a good plug for anybody if you're thinking about doing it or saying that, God, I'd really like to get involved and I don't know how, or what should I help with or whatever. Right. Like we've all said, reach out to any of us. More than happy to put you in touch with whoever can use some help and get you on a committee and things like that. So.
And I would give you a challenge. Try it one time. If you volunteer once, they're not going to keep coming back to you, but try it one time. And I dare you not to smile sometime during that time while you're out there. I dare you not to smile. You're going to find yourself smiling because it is fun. It's made fun, even for the volunteers. Mm-hmm. In most respects, I'll put it that way. Yeah. Unless you got to ride with Bri, and then it's...
All right, I want to ask this question individually for you because I always think it's interesting. Bri, what are you personally most excited about for the summer?
Oh, all the grilling out that we get to do. Love to grill out.
And what's your favorite food do you grill?
Probably the steak skewers at Fairway.
Oh, okay. I've never tried those. I may have to.
So what's my favorite thing about this summer in Tiffin?
Well, we can go two-sided. What's your favorite thing about summer, or what are you looking forward to this summer? And then, what are you most excited about for summer in Tiffin? Summer in
Tiffin. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing these fun events that we've spent so much time on planning, kind of see everybody enjoy them, or I hope that they enjoy them. But outside of Tiffin, my favorite thing is warm weather, hanging out with family, out in nature, right along the river. So that's a perfect summer for me.
See, I'm seeing this in some of the documents, whatever. Summer nights in Tiffin vibe. I like that kind of a vibe, but just summer nights, and it's almost like a Doobie or not I want to say Doobie Brothers song, but something.
I thought you said you stopped there. You cut yourself out. You just said Doobie. I was a little concerned.
Are you meaning Grease? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just one of these easy go on, summer vibes, warm weather, cool breeze kind of thing. And I see that. I think it's kind of one of your themes or something your focus is, and it's like, I love that.
Yeah, we're coining
summer nights in Tiffin.
Coining these events, and I don't know if we mentioned it, but we're coining it Tiffin Summer Socials, Parties in the Park. So it's kind of what we get out and enjoy the summer evenings and enjoy the vibe of Tiffin.
Well, it's funny because I know we talked about this at the last council meeting. The volleyball courts are a huge hit. And I know I'll say it because he's probably going to be listening, but Councilman Limkeman, you're amazing. You brought the idea. We all know it was Aaron O'Connor's real idea, but thank you for bringing it to us. Yeah. As a parent in the community with a high schooler and a middle schooler, I love hearing that there are large swaths of kids hanging out, playing volleyball in the park until the lights turn off. I think there are so many worse things that a group of kids could be doing in the summer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, it's made for a really sandy entryway into my house because they all invite them over afterwards. But I think it's great. So I think about these summer night vibes in Tiffin and man, if that continues in that way, not just volleyball, but everything that you guys have talked about, it just looks really fun to me.
But the volleyball courts we kind of went out on a limb going because, Aaron, the young lady, came to us and said, oh, well, we can do this. And we're going, okay. And they weren't necessarily cheap to build. It was an investment for Tiffin. But we decided, okay, let's do it. Let's try it. And to see how that is coming back and paying for itself, so to speak, in the use is encouraging. And I truly believe these parties in the park will probably do the same
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
because the same effort is being, probably more efforts being put into them
Right.
by city employees than was for the volleyball courts.
And Grant's looking to have a volleyball tournament for RecFest. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
And you're going to do your Tom Cruise impression.
Yep.
No shirt, buddy. No shirt. You better get good and tan.
Well, I've been going on my runs. At least once a month, I'm out on a run. That's amazing. Well, and with those volleyball courts, I mean, that was another thing we talked about was, can we host volleyball tournaments and things like that? I know that was something that Erin was really helpful in and kind of educating us on the world of sand volleyball and how that all works. And she's got her little side engagement with camps and things out there at the court. So that's really cool too. But this is not on our list of questions. I'm going to throw this out here. A little birdie told me last year we played around with changing the name of RecFest.
Oh boy.
Has that
Call that.
talked about with the party people at all?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Smart answer, Ricky. Smart answer.
Are you going to run for office next week? Because that sounds like a very political answer to me. What you talking about?
Kind of. We've kind of made this umbrella summer event, with the Tiffin Summer Social parties in the park, and RecFest has slid under that umbrella.
I do like that.
Yeah.
So we'll have a June, July, and August parties in the park. And
Okay.
Maybe we'll expand and include May and September next year,
Well, and I know I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. This is very preliminary talk, but obviously the idea of an amphitheater coming in up
Would be
there
wonderful.
could really open up some different possibilities
Yes. Yeah.
for kind of, what do they call it? The shoulder seasons, right? Like things, not the traditional. Really smart, huh?
Yeah, good
word.
word. Good. I have never heard that. So
I could see us doing some cool fall events there. Like I could even see doing Iowa football watch parties on a Saturday,
Sure. Yeah.
on a big screen in the amphitheater or something. So there's just so many possibilities. It's fun to, I don't know. We were talking, and again, MPT mentioned it. One of our previous episodes was with Doug Bolt, and he was talking about, or we were talking about completing kind of the area of the city. And I feel like within the next 5 years, a lot of the infrastructure things are going to be completed. And I don't want to say now because that implies that we've never done it, but it's fun to be putting more emphasis in these areas. I know Ashley, you've been really helpful in the fact, again, to the point of skeleton crew here don't have a lot of time to do all this stuff. So I know getting you in place, and this is something that you just like to have fun in general. So super helpful that we have more people and can do these things.
yeah, and you guys are taking what Tiffin already has and just making it better.
Yeah.
I believe by using like the pocket parks, Deerview, the beautiful main park we have, and bringing people into it and saying, hey, this is what we got and this is what we're going to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I kind of want to also plug Liz because she's also a big driver in this. When we would go and hop over to the Springmeyer Community Library at the middle school, and she would be having these wonderful events. And it was just proof that the amount of people that she's bringing into that library, people are just begging us to be a part of the community and get out there. So her Touch a Truck event was amazing. I'm looking forward to partnering with them again for next year. So these are just a few of the things that are coming up just this summer.
Yeah.
But there's going to be so much more to come as we continue to grow.
Well, I think some of it too is like the more frequency that we do those, the more people will be looking for them and saying, hey, I went to that last month. I know there's something this month because we do something every month. I think it's just going to be able to grow on itself.
Well, we talk about growing the city, growing. Well, this is part of growing, and people are just going to learn. Hey, this is it's something new. It's because we've grown so much, and we want to give it back. So yeah, you're right. They'll just once they come, I think they'll keep coming. So I would guess. And as far as Liz is concerned, we had her in a previous episode, and that woman's got so much energy. I had to take a nap after the episode because she wore me
She's
out.
wonderful.
Oh my goodness, yes. So,
For somebody who hasn't been to RecFest, and I think this ties in a little bit to the question of just people feeling comfortable. It's interesting, right? There, with any event that you do, if you've never been to it, there's a little bit, I don't want to say it's nervousness, but a little bit of like
apprehension.
ooh, yeah, like I don't know what to expect. Am I going to fit in? Am I going to be forced to mingle with people? Like some of those things. Are my kids going to enjoy it? Things like that. If you were telling somebody about RecFest in particular, how would you describe that?
An all ages free event made possible by wonderful sponsors in our community and surrounding communities. That, you have anything from a petting zoo for the little kids to last year we had a mechanical bull ride. We had a water slide, a bunch of inflatables.
Train rides.
Train rides are always a big hit. Then there's always yard games, 3-point shooting contest, free ice cream last year thanks to Tiffin Community Fund.
Melty, though. It was a little melted.
Kind of melty.
It was 90 degrees.
Yeah, it was 90 degrees out.
I've been 90 degrees.
The machine couldn't keep up.
We do
Yeah.
we do pick that as the hottest day of the year to do the celebration.
No, I'm so glad you do. Kid.
I don't know why us staff does that to ourselves, but we embrace it all. So
Little fun run.
Yeah, so actually this year we're kind of breaking it up into 2 days. So on August 7th, in the evening, we're going to have the 5K, and it's going to start around Park Place City Center, finish same place. And after it's finished, we're going to have live music, a DJ, food trucks, beverage options for adults, and the yard game set up. Just very low key, just come hang out and have fun. And then on Saturday the 8th, we're going to start, I believe, at 4, and that's the traditional what you've expected at RecFest.
Okay.
So pretty much everything minus the 5K.
New. This is
Yeah.
new information.
So
I haven't heard this yet.
Right. We should have asked that sooner because I think I heard an inkling of it somewhere, maybe from Bri herself, but I didn't know we were going to break it up. That's great.
Again, this, it was me carrying most of the weight, and Grant's come along, and Ashley and Liz, and Grant was the one who mentioned to me, like, maybe we should break it up into 2-day, not full day events, but,
2 full days.
it can be a lot for one day.
Yeah.
And so we're going to give it a shot. I think it's going to be great. We're going to end Saturday night with Trophy Dads. Don't know if you guys ever seen them, but they are
I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't looked into it.
great cover band.
I guess I'll be finding out this year.
That'll be great.
Well, a lot of people refer to you as a trophy dad. I don't think that that's what.
I take back all the bad things I said
I
about
can
you.
give you a compliment every once in a while. I don't think they're referring to you.
No, I'm pretty
but I've
sure they're
heard
not because I've been
I've heard
called
that.
other kinds of dad, but never true. I would say it's good you're keeping it low key after 5K.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I run that, I would come in and I'd need a defibrillator, not a
Sure.
drink, because
we can
I
have
don't
that
run.
there for you.
I don't run once a month like the
Listen,
man.
I do have some goals to not finish dead last this year in the
Fun.
5K.
Not at the very
Well-
beginning, not at the end, just kind of in the meat of the
See,
run.
last year was me easing back into running, and then it really
Fun
tapered
fact,
off really quickly after that as well.
fun fact about the 5K run is actually, I believe we're going to actually have official.
Yeah.
We're gonna time it this year.
Official.
Oh my gosh,
official.
amazing!
Not the way we have done in the past.
Fantastic.
It'll be what 5Kers expect.
So it'll just be around the city of Tiffin
Yeah.
route.
Grant's working on the
Working
ramp.
on the route.
Okay.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll draw a lot. Not that we're sitting here planning it. See, I'm so excited.
So
I can't even
excited.
find
I mean,
my words.
we were
No,
shocked
'cause
at how many people were there last year.
Well, because it's one of those things. Because last year when we were looking at it, again, I had done a lot of running in my earlier years,
Okay.
did a lot of road racing, and last year we were talking about it, and I'm like, I really think more people could be here. And then I was looking at it, and there were some other fairly established 5Ks around the area. And if you're a runner and you're not getting timed and there's nothing, no thank you, I'm not going. So that's great. And I know that there's some appeal to not timing it and just keeping it really fun. But I think, yeah, man, I'm excited. We're
So-
looking at all sorts of new stuff here today.
So you're going to run?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been running.
Okay. Good. Well, I'll challenge you. I bet I can beat you.
Oh, good. Let's mark it down.
Okay.
We're gonna have
my
some bets.
goodness.
We'll get
My
a
goodness.
we'll get a poll
We could
going.
do a traveling elected officials trophy. Whoever finishes
Oh, that
first,
would be great.
TNT.
Yeah.
Could be the TNT 5K
TNT trophy. There you go.
trophy.
winner gets to be mayor for a day. If I win, I get the day off.
No, you got to work twice as hard.
Twice as hard.
You got to do what Doug does.
Well, I'm out of question.
I am too.
They've
but
done such a great job of telling us what's it all about. My wife would be surprised I don't have anything to say, but I'm out of question.
well, we can end it then with some rapid fire fun summer questions.
All right.
And why don't we just go every other one?
Okay.
Starting with Bri. Best summer snack.
Ice cream.
Water.
What flavor though?
Cookies and cream or mint chocolate chip.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. Ashley, most underrated summer activity.
Going hiking.
I think no plans.
Don't shake your head. That was a tough one.
So I get a lot of grief at home because my wife likes to go hiking and I don't. But my problem is I don't like to have to stare at the ground. I know that sounds
Sure.
silly, but it's true. Like I
Like
just
to look
don't
up.
want to look down. And I feel like I'm just staring at the ground the entire hike. Anyway.
Okay.
I
Okay.
know, it's silly.
Struggle.
Bri, back to you. Best way to spend a summer evening in Tiffin.
Coming to Tiffin Summer Social parties in the park.
Look at this.
Oh,
If she didn't answer that way, I was going to be disappointed.
Again, politician right here. Ashley, food truck item you're most excited for.
Tacos, always tacos.
She had to think twice about that, didn't she?
Almost. Bri, one word to describe parties in the park.
Ooh. I mean, there's so many that it could be, but togetherness.
That's a good one.
Okay, now which events that fall under that umbrella I heard earlier are you most excited about? Which
I'm-
the parties in the park? or the
I'm
rec?
most excited for the June event at City Park or Park Place City Center with Mike Ryan performing. I follow him on social media and he picks a little ditty every now and then. And if you guys don't follow him, I recommend that you
Does he
do.
sing too?
He sings.
Yes.
Okay. I
didn't
didn't
see-
know this.
Doing a lot of like John Prine type music and he does great. He's got a great voice. It's great
he's-
skills.
I thought when you said picks a little ditty, you meant he sang. So you say, does he sing too? It's like, didn't you say
This
that?
little ditty is like on the.
He on his guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then sings along.
I didn't know that one.
It's a young kid's term.
All right. So we're done with questions. Now's the time. You two have the floor. Final words that you want to communicate to this large listening audience that we have.
Yeah.
You know, just as we continue to grow, we want to make sure that people don't just move here, that they feel at home here. And events like Parties in the Park is how we create those connections. And we're excited to see the community come together this summer.
Great final words.
Oh,
Ashley, do you
fantastic.
have anything better than that?
I can't top that, so we'll just leave it with those words
That's
because that was just perfect.
Ditto. That way you
And
can
I,
get credit.
I just want to reiterate again that these events are free. There is a budget for it from the city, but there is also a lot of sponsors that donate money to make this possible, these events.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Any final words from you, Mayor Pro Tem?
I just want to thank these young ladies for coming in and bringing all this knowledge and new knowledge to us as far as the RecFest being split, and taking the time. It's, I don't know, it's like 8:15 in the evening, so they've spent their evening with us. Oh, how exciting. But anyway, thank you very much, because I know the community will appreciate it, the ones that listen, because they'll be much more knowledgeable for what you guys have given us.
Thank you.
Jeez, and I can't even top that, but I'm going to try anyway.
Of course.
No, I just echo. Thank you guys for not only you two, but Grant, Liz.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
Everything that you guys are doing is fantastic. I think we really are reaching that next level of maturity as a community. And there's no way these things could happen without people who just genuinely care to do a good job and to put on things that we feel the community might benefit from. So thank you guys for all that you're doing. And yeah, I look forward to a great summer. And it's not often that we get to sit in an interview and learn things that we didn't already know.
That's right. It wasn't in the script.
So
Of course, and they wrote the script, so they're going to.
that's true.
You know, we always do the pop quiz. Yeah, they turned it around on us, I think.
So, all right, if you are looking for information, you can find all the information out on socials and websites, and they're all out there available in any place you like to consume your digital media, if you will. Thank you, Tiffin, for attending this episode of Tiffin Talk. I'm Mayor Tim Kasparek.
And I'm MPT Councilperson Tim Orris.
Tune in next time when I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it is sure to be good.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to have fun doing it.
Thank you, Tiffin.
Thank you so much.